Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Everybody suck a cock. To the shaft.
Look how much time it's moving.
To the shaft. To the tip now, y'all. 1 suck this time. 2 sucks this time. Slide to the balls.
Hit it, Frank. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Broad Motherfucking Topics. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
What's up?
Not much.
What's up, girl? How you doing?
Not much, girl. Just chilling.
Just been having like a day.
What?
I've just been having a day.
You have. We've had a day.
Well, I fell asleep on the couch 2 nights this week just sitting up next to people, like somebody's uncle.
Somebody's uncle?
Don't you feel like that's a very like uncle move to just like come over to your house and fall asleep sitting up straight on the couch?
Next to somebody's uncle for 2 nights in a row.
No, I
like,
was the uncle.
Oh, you were the uncle.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're like sleep. The thing is, I love a sleep.
I know, you're nap Kim.
I am nap Kim. Yep. I love a nap. I love a good nap. The other day, Big J invited me and Josh Adam Myers over for, he calls it Sad Sack Tuesdays.
Okay.
Sad Sack Mondays. When do you film Skanks?
Monday.
Sad Sack Mondays.
Okay, you went over, you were sat sack with them?
And they watch Intervention and Hoarders, which is where the sad part comes from. They just get food downstairs and watch those 2 things, and that's like the night.
There's nothing quite like TV viewing experiences with Jay. Mm-hmm. The commentary is wonderful. It like makes you wish that he was always there beside you watching whatever you're watching. It sounds like fun.
Yes, he also stated that everyone needed to put their phone down before we started. He was like very serious about it.
Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where I was going with this, telling you about Sad Sack. How did we start this conversation?
We were talking about sleeping, passing out.
Oh, and I went over there. I got my food. It started, and I passed out until the very end, 3 hours later, and then I got up and left.
Oh, fun
I was like,
times.
I just went there to nap.
Aw, that's very you. You probably woke up with so much energy.
I was like, this was fun, guys. I'm the girl that naps at your thing and then says I had a great time.
Oh, man.
But I do. I had a great time napping here.
I've been trying not to nap, but it's been a situation where we're all sitting up, hanging out at like 1 a.m. And before I know it, I wake up to everybody getting up to get a cab home.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this was a fun night, you guys.
It's hard not to stay here.
Yeah.
Because it's just the time goes by so fast before you know it, it's late. The thing is, it's hard to leave. Like, it's hard to muster the energy to find a new location.
Yes.
You're like, I'll wait till the sun rises. For some reason, it feels better to do it when the sun rises.
To tell you the truth, I'm planning to go home tonight, and it's already stressing me out.
Yeah.
It's like, and my car's across the street.
Yeah.
I couldn't be in a better spot.
And then when you get home, you'll feel fine.
Yeah.
You'll be like,
this made sense. Yeah.
Yes, you'll be like, this made sense. My bed.
This is where I live. This makes perfect sense for me to be here.
I should have been here
all along.
Yeah. But in the moment, you're like, I could crash in that corner.
I've been doing
like,
a lot
I don't
of
know
that.
why that feeling is where you're like, I could probably find a spot under the toilet. Like,
yeah, when I was a kid at like family parties, I used to be notorious for just like pulling 3 dinner chairs up next to one another and falling asleep next to the DJ booth. Right next to it, just fucking
next to the music.
Boom, boom. Yeah, sleeping.
Wow.
Actually, I guess at my
that's so Italian.
Yeah, I could just pass out.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah, I can sleep in some noise too. What I cannot do is I cannot sleep with any light.
I can sleep with light. I sometimes fall asleep with the lights on, like in my bedroom.
That's
like
insane
forget
to
to turn them off.
Not me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like it. I like it pretty dark.
Excuse me?
I like it pretty dark.
I like it pretty dark.
I like it pretty dark.
Pretty dark.
Pretty dark.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I love a nap. I love to sleep. What I'm saying is, I also do that when I do psychedelics, or any kind of like drug. Really, almost anything, I'll take it and I will have almost like an intense feeling of needing to sleep. Like it's like I'm going to crash now. Like if I do acid, mushrooms, Adderall, any of those, when I take it, probably 20 minutes later, like probably 10 minutes before it hits, I get the strongest urge to pass out. Like there is no fighting it. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm so tired. I'm tired like a toddler is ready for nap time. I remember one time I did mushrooms and I was in the Hollywood Hills, and in the middle of the street, I told my friends that I was going to lay on the side of the street for a minute just to get like 3-minute nap in.
See, that's kind of fun.
Because I couldn't stand.
Because you wake up tripping balls.
Yes.
And it's not often that you get to wake up tripping absolute balls.
Yeah.
I like that. Mm-hmm. That sounds nice.
And I have so much energy when I wake up.
Yeah, you're like starting the day with your trip.
Yes.
That sounds really good.
I just need to reset my brain for a second.
Yeah. I have trouble. So I'm a great sleeper. Like I could sleep anytime, but I have trouble telling myself to go to sleep. You know what I mean? Like I just, once I'm awake, I'm like, I'm alive. I'll be dead one day. I shouldn't sleep.
Right.
And then eventually my body just like crashes out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult. I fall asleep so fast though.
Me too.
Oh my God.
Oh, I've seen you. It's cute. Oh yeah, Kim falls asleep like a little angel.
Like how?
Literally, like, you drool a little bit sometimes, but like, you do go from like being awake watching a movie to just being like, I'll be like talking to you about the movie and I'll look over and you're just out, and it's pretty cute. It's pretty fucking cute.
I love falling asleep, man.
Remember a few weeks ago, I don't think we talked about this on the show, but you told me that if you were an angel, you wish. That if you were an angel, you wish you had wings that are like this big, like this big, like a dragonfly's wings almost, so that you could just,
so I could go,
and you could buzz just with her feet,
just like, so I could just levitate like 4 inches off the
ground. With her toes just kind of touching the ground every now and again, just kind of scraping, but her wings are doing a noisy amount of work.
You know how chickens can't fly, but they can?
Yeah, you want to be that kind of angel,
like a chicken angel,
and just just the way, Kim, the way that I picture the wings being like the point that's holding you up, and like your neck being like the posture not even being good, like,
and just my wings are always sore because I have to hold up my whole angel body
overtime.
Oh my God,
keeping that little angel up in the air.
I have to get my wing oil changed.
You got to get your wings waxed.
My wings waxed.
Yeah. Yeah. I really enjoy
I go to the store to get my wings done. I go, this is my wingman.
It's my wingman.
It's my wingman. Smaller.
No, we're picturing.
Fuck you, Frank.
I'm picturing.
Don't you ever think I'll have wings that big.
Frank, I think we're picturing wings that are the size of a finger at most.
Google tiniest wings on an angel ever existed.
Okay.
I literally want you to Google that, and I want to see what image pops up.
The tiniest wings on an angel that ever existed. Because that's what Kim wants. And me, on the other hand, I don't know.
He's just confused up there. Let's see.
No.
Those are huge ass wings.
Yeah, and I was gonna say if I could have angel wings, I would want to be able to soar. I want to soar high among the clouds with my big, beautiful wings.
Not me. I want to be amongst my friends just faster than them.
I first searched angel with tiny wings. There was nothing. Then angel with small wings. It said, did you mean angel with scaly wings?
Scaly wings.
So I guess small wings on an angel is not a typical search.
But I do think it would be they'd be scaly in the same way that like dragonfly wings are scaly. Like your angel wings would have would they be like bugs' wings, Kim?
I'm not happy with the wing size span.
You want a 4-inch wingspan.
Yeah. This seems about right. This is each of them on each side of my back. One there, one here.
Yeah, that's like the 2 inches
like this.
Yeah. You could even, do you want to have like 4 wings? You want to have a set that come up?
I don't have room for 2 extra smaller wings.
So you just want like little,
just tiny, like almost like the tattoo. Yeah, exactly how it is like a tattoo. Yes.
She wants the wrist tattoo of wings. but on her back, carrying her around. Can I say that if you had those, I think that you would be better off flying?
That size on my back. Right there.
That's actually great. But I do think that while, like, if your friends were walking ahead of you and you were flying on those wings, you would actually have to let yourself down and run to catch up with them.
Alex, don't bully me. I just got these.
I just don't know why that's what you would want.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
If you had to get, man, I don't know. A set of wing tattoos is, I feel like, not a great tattoo. What's the worst tattoo you would get?
The worst that I would get on my body?
Yeah.
Like, probably like cherries or something.
Cherries. That's slutty.
It's slutty, but I'm slutty.
Okay. Cherries are very slutty. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's why I'd get them. That's the worst tattoo that I would get.
Okay.
Or like one of those hearts that says mom.
My dad has one of those.
Yeah, I would get like
an old sailor tattoo.
Yeah. I think it'd look cute on me. An old sailor tattoo on my arm. I think that would work.
That would look cute, and your mom would be very happy about it.
Yeah, but that's why I don't want to get it.
Okay, I guess.
It's like we don't need another thing to be about her.
I get that.
Does that sound bitter? Sorry, I just found out my mom's a narcissist, so I'm bitter about it.
You found out like a month ago, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I've been tricked my whole life, now I'm pissed.
That's rough.
Yeah.
The gaslighting's real. I'd get a unicorn.
I can't trust no one. Oh.
If I had to get a bad tattoo.
Oh, your trauma and my trauma is different.
It's different.
She's like, I'd get a unicorn.
I'd get a unicorn.
That's really cute.
And I'd get like the worst place to get a unicorn right atop your pussy. That's the worst tattoo I'd get is a unicorn atop my pussy.
I love that.
Yeah.
You should incorporate it with your pussy, so it's like maybe the bottom of the hoof is your clit or something. You know what I mean? Like it connects somehow.
Do you want to rub my hoof?
Suck my hoof.
Do you want to tickle my hoof?
Suck my hoof. Can you lick my hoof?
Put your finger softly upon my hoof.
Now touch the hoof. Now you're missing my hoof.
Rub them around in a circle around the hoof.
You better make my hoof throb.
My hoof is throbbing for you, boy. Yeah, that's a pretty bad tattoo. I wouldn't get anything tattooed onto my clit. I'm gonna say that right here.
I didn't say onto your clit. I said make the clit an extension of the tattoo.
So maybe the bottom of the hoof is hairy, and I shave my pussy so that it's only just that one bit of hoof that has hair.
Yes.
So I don't actually have to get the tattoo going down. The tattoo fades into where I shave around the hairy hoof.
Or you could just have the unicorn standing on a patch of grass, which is your pubic area.
Then I would have to dye her green. Think before you speak.
Or you could get sick.
Do you think there's a disease that makes your pussy
hair green?
Your pussy hair turn green?
I'm sure you could. There's a disease that covers your pussy hair in green,
man,
like acrylic.
Man, that's not a bad idea. Using your pussy hair as grass underneath like a landscape tattoo.
Or what else is that texture that you could draw?
You don't see many landscape tattoos like a Bob Ross on a person.
You can make a sea turtle shell out of a pussy hair.
Or if you wanted to go crazy, you could dye it rainbow and use it as the tail.
The tail?
Whoa.
Oh, a ponytail. You want to lick my ponytail?
I put your mouth on my ponytail.
You want to tug on my ponytail?
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I really want to get into what happened to me at the stand.
I want to know.
You kind of know.
I kind of know about it, but I want to go through the details a little more in depth. I want to hear this out.
Okay. This is so fucked up, you guys.
This is a good one.
Okay.
Guys,
so
buckle in, sit down, strap yourself in.
So I'm going to say right now, if you're someone that's in love with me and you're listening to this podcast, just turn it off. Just turn it off for the sake of...
Shout out. I still love you.
Listen, just turn it off, please.
I'm going to love you forever, boy.
Oh, God, we can't do this. So we have to cancel this. Can you light that joint?
Yeah.
So So, okay, I've been in New York for a couple months now. And there is a guy that I used to see while I was living in New York that I have gone on a date or two with again, right? So this guy found me through comedy. We have a very interesting history. I would consider us very close. Apparently, he does not. But I consider us very close. We've been friends for about 6-7 years. We both lived in LA. We both moved to New York.
One way to phrase it is that like Kim has been there for this person, in a very like personal way of like sacrificing time to like be there for a friend.
Who
like,
needed me.
yeah, it was like a real friendship thing. Even from an outsider's perspective who never met the guy, you could tell that it was like somebody who there was some thoughts of there being like a mutual respect and friendship.
Right. So, and we've always been sort of more friends than anything else. And I really helped this person out. And so I came back to New York. And this person, basically, before I left for a year and a half for quarantine and all that thing, we were hanging out. And he was like, oh, I thought that you were going to stay in New York and we were going to have like a romance. And that was like
I
sort of.
didn't know that detail.
Yes, he said that. And he was like, and then you left. And I was like, oh, I didn't even think that you were thinking that way.
No, and you didn't, because I remember even at that time you weren't talking like that at all.
Right, because I was like, you've never really shown me that you like cared like that. And then he was like, I should have known he was tricking me, because then he was like, wow, Kim, this is too exhausting. And I was like, what? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. So anyways, this guy loves stand-up. It's how we became friends. He found me through stand-up, and then we became friends through that.
So he's not a comic.
He's not a comic.
He's just like a big stand-up
He works in the arts.
Okay.
He's a creative.
Okay.
And so I find out that Chappelle is going to be at the stand. Mm-hmm. And no one knows. It's a secret show. And this is already passed, so it's fine to talk about it. It's a secret show. Nobody knows about it. I find out. Me being a good friend, the first thing I do is hit him up because I'm like, oh, he'll definitely want to go. And by the time I hit him up, it was sold out. But then I found out that there was going to be another link tomorrow, the next day, for tickets. So then I hit him up the next day and I said, we'll get those. I'll make sure we get them. Don't worry. So I made sure I went out of my way. I'm messaging the managers at the stand, being annoying, by the way. Like, I don't want to be going out of my way to ask them for tickets to a show.
No, you're calling in a favor.
I'm calling in a favor for a friend because I'm like, my friend loves Chappelle. I would love to just do this.
This is going to be such a big deal for this person that it's worth it for me to call in a favor that I could easily have called in
for myself,
for a different thing for myself down the line.
Totally. So they you know, of course, the stand's the best to me. So they hook me up and I text him the link. And when I click on the tickets are like pretty expensive. Mm-hmm. They're over $200 per ticket. And mind you, while if I wasn't a comic and I was obsessed with Chappelle, I would probably pay that because it's worth it. I'm a comic. This is my home club in New York. So it's like, I instantly am like, no, I know I can't get him in. So I'm like, he's just going to have to get tickets and I'm not going to go because I'm not going to pay $200 or he can buy my tickets. Mm-hmm. Which I kind of thought he was going to do because one, he's one of the richest people I know. And two, I would think that like since I got him the tickets and it's not really like a lot of money to him, that he'd be like, I'll just get two. But I was like, hey, just go ahead. I don't want to pay $200 to go to a club that I work at. He's texting me like, are you sure? Like, I think you should go. I think we should go together. And I was like, no, I'm not dropping $200 at the stand. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. I'm not buying comedy tickets.
Yeah.
It's something personal. I'd rather go see a Broadway show that same night and pay that same amount.
Same price, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Just have fun. He's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And then an hour later, he texts me. He's like, dang, I just tried to get you a second ticket and it sold out. And I was like, that's weird. Like, that was just a weird text. Wouldn't you think that was weird already?
So, yeah, it almost implies that he was able to only get one ticket for himself and he's coming completely alone.
Right.
Which for me,
doesn't make sense.
I wouldn't get the ticket then. Like, it's fun. I don't know. Paying $200 for a night by yourself
is weird.
Weird. Yeah.
So I decide to just like be cool about it. And I'm just like, okay, have fun. And in my own head at that moment when that happens,
crazy started to spark.
This is crazy, but this is also where I get smart.
Nobody said crazy ain't smart.
Crazy's genius.
Crazy is genius.
As soon as I stop texting him, I tell myself, if he texts me within the hour and asks me if I'm going to be around the stand that night or ask me what I'm doing, he's going to bring someone else because he wants to know where I'll be.
Which is crazy and genius. I think that is an extremely valid way of thinking.
So I tell myself, you crazy bitch, there's no way that that's going to happen. You're just being crazy. You're jaded. 55 minutes to the time that I said, I'll give him an hour. He texts me and asks if I'll be at the stand that night. And I was like, oh. So I told him no. I told him I'd specifically be very far away from the stand and that I was not going to go there.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm in for the night kind of thing.
Yes. Because I wanted him to feel comfortable going. And then I got ready to go to the stand. And I did. I got dressed. I met I was truthfully meeting my cousin out for drinks. And she texted me that she was a block away from the stand. And I was like, well, this is just working out perfectly. It's like God wants me to catch this dude.
I remember last week we were having a conversation where somebody was telling us a story about like looking for an ex-boyfriend out somewhere, and you were like, when you're looking for them, you always find them.
It's true. It's like they come to you.
They come to you. So
Dude.
Of course your cousin's plan was already to be at the stand. It was just like the perfect excuse. It was the universe handing the situation to you.
Sometimes
basically.
the universe wants to be toxic with you.
The universe is looking for a little drama.
Yeah, aren't we all? So I go to the stand, and as soon as I walk up, I see him at the front waiting in line, and there's a girl standing behind him. Like, she's not really being affectionate. And I'm reading the whole situation. I take the calm approach, which is scary for me. So I take the calm approach just to watch for a little bit. So I sit at the table outside and I'm just sort of watching because I'm like, I don't even want to hear it. You know what I mean? I want to watch a situation on my own before he starts telling me something. Because I've also just found out I've been gaslighted for 30 years. So I need to realize what's real and what's not before people start trying to fuck with my head. So I'm watching. She's standing so close behind him. She's standing so close to him and
touching, basically
touching, but not wanting to make it obvious. And then and he's 30 and she looks about 24. And then they're with another couple that is older. They're both in like their 40s.
Okay.
Older white couple. And
so there were 3 tickets available.
There were 4.
Right.
Because there's 4, yeah.
3 extras.
3 extras, yes.
Wow.
So it's a double date.
Okay.
It's very obviously a double date, but you can tell that me and my cousin were breaking this all down, watching them like scientists, by the way.
I know, you're a social scientist. It's frightening.
We were watching and I was like, we can tell, this is my opinion. My theory is that they hadn't fucked yet. She looked like she was still uncomfortable touching him, or like they weren't public in front of the couple that they were with.
So maybe they're all
friends
or something like
yes,
that. Okay.
Yes. But you could tell that she's into him by the way she was like hiding behind them, and then when they would walk over, she'd like give them a little
away
space.
A little bit. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm reading this whole thing. I'm watching it. They're about to walk in, so I decide to walk in with them. So I walk in and I go, oh, hey. And he's like, what are you doing here? And he hugs me, and she instantly backs up and stands behind him, like almost hiding behind his back. Like I think she picked up on what was happening instantly and was like, I have to separate myself from this before the people from my work. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right. So if she's like trying to hide a relationship with him from
she
those
can't act
people,
like she's
she can't. Yeah, she needs to not respond to any of this drama whatsoever.
She's pretending she literally can't even hear me.
Okay.
Which is like,
what an actress.
What an actress.
You're loud at the stand,
She was also
sister.
so fucking cute. She was the cutest girl.
Okay.
And like, good for her.
This isn't her fault.
No, we're both too good for that man.
Yeah.
So she kind of stands back. he's like, what are you doing here? I was like, oh, just came. My cousin wanted to get drinks, but we were a block away.
I also respect that she didn't like look you in the eye at all, that she was just like trying to be smart about it too. This is the right move.
Listen, full respect to her. So then I'm like playing it cool, like I'm just getting a drink, and they all start walking ahead to go get rapid tested, and he's the last one. And when he walks by me, I just go, are you on a fucking date? Like my tone just completely changes.
I've heard Kim in crazy tone, like literally the entire pitch of your voice, everything about the look in your eye changes. Everything changes.
Yeah. So I go, are you on a fucking date? And he was like, what? No, I'm not on a date. I'm here with coworkers, which solidified my theory about them being coworkers. Like literally I thought about it all, and then he said it was their coworkers, and I was like, yes, I know.
Okay, so of course these older people can't see that you're trying to fuck one of the younger employees at this company that you're probably pretty high up in.
It's his company.
Oh, great. Okay.
And this girl is definitely a receptionist or she was so young.
Right.
She was a baby girl.
Right.
She looked terrified. She looked like a young calf. You know when they come out of the cow and they're still like trembling?
When they get dropped on the floor and they have to stand up right away and they're not sure they know how.
Yeah, she just had this monster next to her. So
it's like a calf.
So then I see that and I'm so fucking pissed. And then the owner, one of the owners of the stand, comes over. He's the owner.
Yeah.
They're all owners.
Yeah.
So one of the owners of the stand comes over and he's asking what's going on, and I update him, and he's like, no fucking way that happened.
You tell him this whole story.
I tell him the whole story, and he's like, this is the dude you were texting me about all day, because I was annoying him for 2 days.
Right, about getting the code for tickets to share with this guy.
I even told him, I was like, listen, I don't want to be texting you. You know what I mean? I was like, it's kind of fucked up. Like, I don't want to be bothering you guys. I did this favor for this guy who I thought cared about me, and I care about him. Even if we're not dating,
have some fucking respect, dude.
The thing is, like, for him to be texting me like, oh, but I know you wanted to go see Chappelle, and I'd be like, yeah, but not for $200. And he's like, dang, and then bought a ticket for another girl. Just the thought of that is so disrespectful to me.
Wild.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
And you're listening to this podcast, I know what you're thinking. No, I have good pussy.
It's wild. That's extreme, dude. And
it's wild.
To ask her if she was going to be at the stand, it's all very calculated. It's very like, let me take the good thing that this person is offering to me and fucking completely cut them out of it and exploit it for my own benefit.
Right. When he also has
this
so
guy's
much
a narcissist too, by the way.
Yes,
he
is a narcissist. I've also realized that almost every one of my partners have been.
Right. Well, yeah.
So, yeah, did you just connect that?
Yep, no, go on. Maybe not one.
No, I only have one non-narcissist, and he's already stopped listening to this podcast if he listened to my warning in the beginning. He's the best one to ever exist. He's the best guy. I love you. Stop listening. Stop listening to this.
Stop listening, baby boy.
So yeah, this guy, so I'm telling one of the owners, and he goes, should I send a round of drinks on you? And I'm like, yes, that's great. Send a round of drinks on me. So he sends a round of drinks.
They're not even seated at the show yet.
They're waiting for their rapid test outside the show. So he sends a round of drinks, and he says, oh, these are from Kim. And they order their drinks. They get their drinks. 5 minutes later, the dude comes up to me. This dumb motherfucker comes up to me, and he's like, thanks for the drink, and like, saying you're sorry, pretty much.
I wonder what he thought you owed him an apology for. First,
I said, I am not apologizing.
Was it the fact that you called him out on being a date, like on being on a date?
Yes.
He thought that you owed him an apology for that.
He thought that I suddenly started that
you
I
had
was
a change
like,
of heart.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what, I have been a fool.
Yeah, your heart warmed over when you looked over in their direction, saw how much fun he was having.
Right, because I care so much. Right, so then he said, so I'm like, that was not, so I tell him straight to his face, I was like, that was not an apology. You're here on a fucking date. You're here on a date. On a date. You lied, and you brought some girl to the club that I work at. This is my job. You came to my job with a girl. You came to my work. I was like, these are all my friends. So he's kind of like, doesn't want to hear it, and he walks away. So then they're about to get seated, and I tell Chris, I'm like, seat them last. Seat them at the last seats possible. So they get seated, like, I think almost dead last. So
I love that your wish was just the stand's demand. It was just like.
But at this point, I'm so pissed. I'm like shooting tequila. I'm at the bar.
I'll bet you did not look anybody in the eye without telling them this story over the entire course of the night.
The bartender. Well, the thing is, only McCalla knew, and McCalla got hype. And when I was telling McCalla, she updated the person next to her, and then they were talking about it, and then they told the bartender, and then we were all talking about it, and then Chris came over. He was like, "Should I send drinks?" And then he got involved, and then Chris pulled Adele over. Should I be saying all these names? Does it matter?
I don't think so.
I don't think it matters. I'm not saying they're doing criminal acts.
I think they'd be proud of this story.
They should be proud of this story. It's fucking. I'm gonna promote this stand for the rest of my life because of this story. And then like everyone's all involved. Like the waitresses at the stand are like, "What's gonna happen next?" And then they're seated at the show, and Chris is like, and I'm like. Still fuming. I'm kind of drunk at this point. I'm just like pissed that he's like down there enjoying his favorite comedian in the world.
You're ripping shots of tequila.
I was. Okay. I was taking shots of tequila and chugging a Truly, and I don't even drink. So I was like, how do I ruin his night? I was like, I don't feel done with this. I need more. Okay. You know?
I know this side of you.
So I tell Chris, I was like, what else can we do? And he's like, should I send a bunch of pizzas? And I was like, yes. So Chris sends, in my name, 6 pizzas. They have a table
this big. I mean,
tiny. I can hold 2 drinks in a menu.
Yeah.
And he tells me, he's like, oh, the group got separated. It's 2 and 2. I go, oh, is it? Is it 2 and 2? What a fucking shocker! Did they get separated?
Nice. I guess that was the true purpose of seating them absolute dead last. Trying to separate the group.
Right.
Nice.
So then Chris sends down 6 pizzas. But the fun part is we started getting creative. I was like, can we write things on the pizza? And they were like, absolutely. They were like so on board. Chappelle was downstairs and like everybody was invested in this. They're like, how can we ruin this guy's night? Everyone. Derek Gaines, who is usually like Derek comes in, he fucking kills, he like says hi for a minute and then he dips. You know what I mean? Derek's too cool. Derek was like, what are we doing? Like everybody was involved in wanting to ruin this guy's night. So yeah, they brought out 3 pizzas. One of them said F you. And then Joe Harari comes up to me.
The cook in the kitchen
is writing F you.
Had a special order for an F you pizza.
And people would be like, this is from Kim. And it was just a pizza in front of his date that said F you. A pepperoni. Yes.
Yeah, it was written in pepperoni.
Yes.
I love that. Everyone had a little fun.
Yes. And then
it's no harm. Nobody could how could this guy be so like, what are you going to say? They gave me too much free food?
Well, then Joe Harari comes up to me.
I'd like to complain to...
And he goes, I tried to give him the 4th pizza, and he said, I know what Kim's doing. Please, no more pizzas. And Joe said he looked him in the eye and said, you're getting all these pizzas.
That's great. That's great.
And so they delivered. They ran out of room for the pizza on their table, and they brought over a second table to fit the rest of the pizzas on.
Wow.
Yeah, and then basically he came out.
In the middle of Chappelle's set, they have to fucking come out. This reminds me of like at a dance competition when you're supposed to get in and off stage real quick, but somebody has like a giant prop to use, so we have to take an intermission so some dads could roll out a prop.
Right.
Take like in the middle of somebody that famous's set to bring another table to a party of 2.
Just for the sake of upsetting a man.
It's not like a tiny room down there by any means, but no matter where you're seated,
Chappelle
you can be seen from the stage and heard very clearly. Like the whole exchange of like, please, no more pizzas. Like, no. We're bringing all of these pizzas.
In front of his hero.
in front of like the person who he blew off Kim and brought 3 of his most esteemed colleagues.
Also, he's not very skinny, so now he's just like got these 6 pizzas in front of him in front of this date.
I love that. Making her look bad, making her look like a fucking weirdo. Like, who's the chick with the dude who ordered 6 pizzas is going to be in question.
Not only that, she's also the chick that's with the dude that's having girl problems that he got the tickets from. It's like those people aren't idiots. They know exactly what happened. Because when he left, I was like, oh, did you have a good time? You're welcome for the tickets.
In front of everybody?
Yes, in front of them, because I wanted them to know.
You're a savage.
I was like, they're not going to leave and he's going to give his story. You know what I mean? They're going to know at least I got him the tickets. He showed up with another girl.
I love it.
That's all I need them to know.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And then he blocked me.
Everywhere.
Yeah, except for his heart, I bet.
No, he's thinking about this. He might listen to this episode.
Probably. I hope he does.
I hope he does.
Fuck you.
I hope he listened from beginning to end. I hope he didn't mistake himself as the dude, as the
He hears me talking about someone I don't like, but he's such a narcissist. He thinks it's not him.
He always thinks it's him. Yeah. What a fucking douchebag.
What a douchebag, right? But listen.
But I feel like you
shout
had
out
a
to
really
the
fun
stand.
night. Yeah.
We had the best night. Everybody had so much fun. We were all laughing, giggling when he came out. We were like the comics. It was a big table of us. We were like kids. We were like, he's coming. Stop moving. And then everyone's like, keep it cool. Like we were all like giggling. It was the best night. It was so fun. And honestly, like if you're listening to this and if you're in New York City, go buy tickets to the stand because if you're a fan of this podcast, they treat me really, 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 really well there. And I think just like support them and maybe give them a shout out. Tell them I sent you.
The stand is super dope. They've taught me a lesson because I've heard this phrase since I was a young child and never understood the meaning of killing somebody with kindness. And that's what you guys did. Drinks, pizza, a welcome when they got there.
Yeah, the pizza said fuck you, but we're just
a welcome when they got there and a goodbye when they left.
Goodbye. I hope you had fun.
Hope you had a good time. You're welcome for the tickets. Truly. I'm really proud of you, honestly, because listen, I've seen you lose your cool before.
Right.
And I think that in this circumstance you really kept it together and you did exactly what you needed to do.
I did the funniest possible thing.
You did everything that you actually walked this line of making yourself feel better and not doing something that
can't be undone.
That can't be undone. I'm very proud of you.
I know. I was like, this was good.
That was really good.
Truly the perfect revenge.
Honestly, Kim, I hope that you make art inspired by this event. I hope that you keep it. I want you to log it in the journal of Kim's memories so that you know how to move on in the future.
Hell yeah.
When,
you should see the sequel. I'm going to fuck up his house.
Nope. You see when certain thoughts come up? I need you to take a step back. I need you to step your heart back
kill
into
his
the
dog.
Nope. I need you to call Chris Italia when things like
I'm
this are
sending his
happening.
dick pics to his mother.
I need you to call all the managers at the stand.
I need 6 pizzas. I'm losing control. I need 6 pizzas, please.
Listen, I need you to treat these people like therapists because I think this might be your answer for being able to actually walk that line that none of us thought could be drawn.
I was so close to being like, just kick them out mid-show. Just kick them out. But this was much more fun.
This is more fun. You got to watch them. You got to watch him seethe while he tried to enjoy his favorite comedian. It's tainted. The whole fucking Dave Chappelle thing for him is tainted now. You tainted his favorite comedian. That's so awesome.
Now every time he thinks about seeing Dave Chappelle, he has to remember that night being embarrassed in front of his coworkers.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's great.
And you know what?
What more could you want? He loves Dave Chappelle.
He loves Dave Chappelle. And afterwards, if he would have came with me, he could have just came to the after party.
Where you just hung out.
I hung out with Dave Chappelle and all of his friends very closely for 5 hours.
Yeah.
No 6 pizzas that say F you.
This dude made the wrong call, but the pizzas at the after party were fucking normal, dude. Just like straight up nice toppings, I'm sure, but not arranged to fucking offend somebody.
They took the leftover pizzas on the table because there were so many uneaten ones and put them in the green rooms, and people just ate them.
People ate the fuck you pizzas.
The spite pizzas.
Hilarious.
The fuck you spite pizzas.
I love. I'll bet the spite pizza tastes just as good as regular pizza as long as you're not the person being spited.
It was probably so good.
He couldn't enjoy a bite of that shit, though.
He couldn't.
He and his lady were the only ones who definitely could not enjoy that spite pizza.
No, she must have been scared to eat anything I sent. I would never do anything to her food. I'll
bet the way the universe works, just the balance of energies, is that if you had taken a bite of the spite pizza, it would have tasted extra good to you.
Absolutely. I created it.
That's the way that
it was my own spite.
Yeah.
Everyone likes their own flavor.
Everyone loves the flavor of their own spite. Isn't that a fact?
My own spite.
My own spite. Delicious.
My own spite. It's like a commercial. Oh my God. So yeah, that happened. So what I'm saying is,
don't ever get on Kim's bad side.
Just don't be so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful.
It's bad. That was bad.
Is it not so disrespectful?
It was just one thing after another. Like the oh man, I tried to get a ticket for you, but they're sold out. And then being like, you're not going to be there though, are you? Like if in so many words, like, what are you doing tonight? You're not going to be at the stand.
I was like, how stupid. Also, how stupid do you think I am?
This guy, can I tell you what's really sad is that you really thought that you guys were at least friends. And I'm telling you,
he's not even my friend.
Did not know you at all. If he were truly your friend, like literally Frank or Harrington or anybody, they would fucking know that even on a friendship level, if fucking Harrington called you up and was like, oh man, there's not enough tickets. Sorry, Kim. If he pulled the same thing with you, he would fucking know better.
He just wouldn't.
Everybody who knows you knows better than to be like that. And this guy was never your friend.
That's how I know he was never my friend. He didn't know me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very basic indication.
Alex shivers thinking about it.
I shiver to think that I would lie to Kim about where I'm at. What if she shows up?
If I were in his shoes, I would feel like I'd have to buy Kim a cruise ticket. And I would still be looking over my shoulder.
Well, okay, if he's listening, we'll be cool. You just have to invoice me $400 for your date night. You have to pay for your date night.
The only fight that Kim and I were having a massive argument while we were on a vacation, and I had gone out to dinner to try to get away from her. And she started calling me, and when I answered the phone, and she was like, where are you? I was like, I went out to dinner to try to get away from you. I knew better.
Alex was tricked into lying to me.
I was.
Which is fucked up.
I was.
She lied to me.
I did. I lied to her.
So I'm not supposed to. First of all, we always bring up how Kim's crazy. My best friend lied to me.
Okay, but I was on as soon as it came up that was the truth. I was like, Kim, I'm out, and we'll talk in a few.
And then I was fine.
Bit, and you were fine.
Yes. See, people always make me out like I'm crazy. She lied and then ignored me for 4 hours. And I was like, what is going on? I'm being lied to by everyone in my life. She doesn't answer. Then when she goes, hey, I'll call you back. I'll talk to you about it. And then you came home and we talked about it and it was fine.
It was fine.
But why? I don't like being lied to.
No. You can't lie
to me.
But I had learned it so quickly, Kim, that when you called me and asked where I was like, Kim,
I'm here. You said it like I caught you cheating. I was like, okay.
I was like, Kim, I'm not able to be by your side right now, but as soon as I can get to you, I will be.
I was like,
we need to end this right now.
I was like, come out of hiding, Alex. Where are you?
I couldn't.
I remember you were like, I'm scared you're gonna hurt me, and I was like, Alex, I'm not gonna hate you. I remember I said that. I was like, you think I'm gonna hate you? I
was like, I don't know.
You're lying to me
because I've seen you be
so mean to people that aren't my best friend.
Seen you mad at other bitches, and it's scary.
Yeah, I'll be a bitch. Of course, I'll be a bitch.
We worked it out right quick, though.
Of course,
within the day.
I'm a great communicator. If you just talk to me
within the day, we got back to our hotel room.
After we talked, within 10 minutes,
we bonded over cockroach nut moments later.
Oh, God, that's a bad sign.
Do you remember?
Yes, that was our only fight.
Yeah, that was our only fight ever. Knock on fucking wood.
Jesus.
Yeah, no. I can't. This dude, it's sad. He was never ever your friend to try to pull this at your home club.
My home club.
You ran that. If it were, it's the funny thing is, like, you didn't even know how much pull you had at the stand.
Now
until
I'm going to
he
be out of
did
control
that to
there.
you.
Next time I go to the stand, I'm fucking on the counters in their bathroom.
That's hot. Go for it.
I'm going to be out of control now. I'm going to be like, hey, did you hear about the 6 pizzas? To everyone.
Hey, send that guy a pizza.
Everyone that annoys me.
You'll on stage in the middle of your set if you have a good back and forth with somebody. Hey guys, send this guy a pizza.
Hey, can you throw him a calzone? Put it in my name. Chris's name. Put it in my name. Chris's name.
Damn.
Oh, man.
I'm so happy for you. I feel like that's the kind of night that makes you like thrive.
It was more fun than seeing Chappelle. Guarantee it. I mean, Chappelle is great, but there was nothing like. It was an excitement in the air like no other.
It was comparable to like a day at Busch Gardens. Like each new interaction with him was like a different roller coaster.
Not even that. It was everyone else being so excited about it.
Right. Like when people cheer when you get off the roller coaster.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the people that watch the roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like honestly, the guys at the stand, they all work so fucking hard. Like they're actually hard to distract, hard to entertain. Like they have comedy going on around them at all times. Like it's not. I feel like it's not common to get them all in on
when
something
McCullough
like that.
first stopped Chris to tell him what happened. He was literally out of breath from running back and forth and like setting up tables. And I was like, McCullough, don't. And he was like, no. What? What's going on? He just needed to know if I needed anything.
Aww.
So he was like, what? Tell me. And then she told the whole story, and it was like,
it turns out you needed a round of drinks and 6 pizzas.
I did need something. I needed to put a dent in my tab here.
There's truly no better comedy club in the city. That's great.
Yes.
That's fantastic. They take care of the comics, and I like that. And honestly, they took care of their patrons as well. The guy got 6 pizzas.
He had a great night. Oh, the one thing that Chris did do.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, how could I forget?
It's another roller coaster. It's like Nitro.
When he was waiting, when the guy was with his friend group and Chris and the seats were ready, it comes up and he goes, your table's ready. And as walking towards the table, Chris goes, just so you know, Kim's not the piece of shit here, you are. And then points him towards his seats.
That's great.
I was like, this is incredible.
Every employee who interacted with them took your side vocally.
Out loud.
Yeah, it's nice.
The comics started booing when they walked out of the room, and I had to stop them from doing it when they walked outside, from a group of 8 or 9 drunk comics to start loudly booing when they walked out. I was like, don't do it.
I like that.
And isn't that good of me that I said don't do it?
I like Kim, that was so good of you.
Thank you.
That was really good of you. I feel like a long time from now, we're going to know not to ask that question. But that's down the line from here, and I think you're doing fucking great.
But all the other ones wanted to boo. What's wrong with them?
Well, no, listen, we're not here to judge anybody. This is all about your growth.
Let's pin this on those pieces of shit.
This is about your self-improvement.
Fuck my growth.
I think you're doing fantastic.
Thank you. So it was a really fun night.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. I'm jealous that I wasn't there.
You would have had so much fun.
I would have had a blast.
Shitting on them.
Listen, I'm not even a drama person. I don't like to incite, but I'll watch.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a snack, maybe, so that I'm not tempted to start smacking my lips about the drama. You gotta keep fucking something in your mouth. That's the trick. That's why that's why you eat popcorn at the movies, so that nobody's fucking talking to each other like assholes in the theater.
You're right.
Yeah, so when drama is afoot,
Eat some popcorn.
Some popcorn, maybe some brie cheese.
Mm-hmm.
There was no drama afoot last night. I just ate a bunch of brie cheese.
Well, sometimes you gotta eat brie too.
You don't gotta have drama for snacks.
Princess, where are we at?
45.
Wow.
45.
That was a quick 45.
That was a fucking snap of a finger, bro.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds like the most fun ever. I'm trying to think of anything I did this week besides work.
It's so sad.
It's so sad. Here I am slaving away.
I mean, I've had no work for a year and a half. And I've been like, I can't wait to get back to work. I really took it for granted when I had it. And then I've been in New York for 2 weeks now.
Mm-hmm. 2.5.
2.5 weeks. And and I have worked a little bit. I've done sets at night, but I've had my days off. I've been kind of just doing podcasts, chilling.
I feel like you could become a certified chiropractor. That's the word for the back crackers.
Oh yeah,
right?
I've been cracking my friend's back. Obviously, I haven't been having much to do. I've been having time to crack everyone's back.
You've made an entire miniature kitchen.
I did.
Out
I've
of
been
clay?
making a lot of clay. I bought markers. I started to draw. And then this past week, I got put in a writer's room. I got to work, and I started getting a bunch of auditions. And I'm like, just off 3 days of working, I feel like a zombie again.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It comes
dude.
back so fast. I am so fucking tired. I feel like I haven't slept in just 2 days of not sleeping really will fuck you up.
Yeah. Yeah. And you do accumulate energy such that every now and again you could just stay up till 8 a.m.
Me?
Yeah.
I come in waves.
Yeah. Kimmy comes in waves. And which is good because you can't take her all at once.
Yeah, it's a really good. I'm either real low, real high. I think that's manic. I think
We've
that's
had
called,
this discussion.
I think that's called
sweetheart.
manic. And right now I'm at a hefty medium, and I have been for a while, but I'm on a low. So get ready because the waves are coming.
She's gonna bang bang.
I'm on a low right now, so according to me, you got to give me 3 months till I implode.
3 months, all right.
I'll be in LA. It won't be your problem.
You'll be staying with me in a couple weeks. I hope you're right. I want you to be right hovering over neutral. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Now listen, that's my dream. And who am I to hope for your exact
mania
state of mania? When
what
you're
are you, some mania god?
What am I, some sort of wizard or something? I don't know if I have the right to even wish that, Kim, but if I could have you hovering right above neutral, similarly to how your wings would carry you if you were an angel. I want
my mania wings.
Your mania wings. I want your feet dangling just a few inches above the line where neutral lies.
I like that.
Yeah. So, but listen, I don't want you to overthink it. If we make it there naturally,
we'll see. I'll check in. Your mic fell out or something.
How's that now? If we make it there naturally, that'll be great. But if not, listen, I'll reel you down if you're too high.
Thank you.
I'll lift your spirit up if you're too low.
Thank you. You'll get me on the right vibrational plane.
We will thrive together.
Thank you, my queen.
You're very welcome.
No, I feel great. I'm just tired.
Me too.
I'm just tired. I'm just so tired.
She's very sleepers.
Oh,
sorry. You've just been doing that a lot.
Why would you do that? Alex just reminded me of the one good boy I dated again.
I forgot that you did that with him. You've just been doing it all week without noticing.
Oh, I hope he's still not listening. Listen, if you're still listening, don't listen. Turn it off. I know we're at the end.
We like you, but turn it off.
Turn it off. Unsubscribe. Only you. Right?
I don't know. He could stay subscribed without pressing play every week. It's like a
he
download
gets the titles. And it's like, Kimmy sucky, Rocky. Suck, Kim sucked on cuck
Kimmy's
today.
titties in
Her
another
balls.
man's face.
Oh, the time Kim gangbanged 75 men.
Hop on cock.
Hop on cock, Kimmy special edition. It's like always like, please.
Hop on cock, a memoir by Kim Congdon.
Memoir. Hop on cock, a memoir.
Yeah, it's like hop on pop.
No, I get it, which also isn't great.
That would be my. I mean, I guess I'm the Dr. Seuss one. I'm the Dr. Seuss nerd. Isn't hop on pop a Dr. Seuss?
It
book?
is.
Hop on cock is good.
Hop on cock is great.
Yeah.
That should be a porno, a Dr. Seuss porno.
Frank, hit it. Is there hop on cock a Dr. Seuss porno? Maybe where one of the characters is wearing Cat in the Hat garb. Perhaps a Lorax or something. Can we see some Dr. Seuss pornography before we call this one an episode? Now, I've seen a bunch of My Little Pony pornography recently. I was looking it up at the studio just because I thought it was hilarious. And I'll tell you, they really draw some massive cocks for these sweet little ponies to take.
Dude.
Fluttershy could never take a fatty like that. She would never be a size queen.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Go on.
No.
Say it.
No.
He needs a minute to find Dr. Seuss porn, Kim. What are you holding
Do they
back?
draw the cocks on the horses?
Yeah.
Dude.
And inside, they draw a cock on a horse that you can't see the tip of because it's inside of another horse's sweet, luscious pussy.
Whoa.
Here, want me to show you? Yeah. They make fat pussies for these horses. Hold on. My little pony.
Is it called My Big Pony? Oh, it's on Instagram?
No, I feel like I was just Google image searching. Look at like
what's happening here?
Like, look at that.
See, it's like an optical illusion. It's like it's either a lake. If you don't see a lake, you're a pervert.
I wanted to see Dr. Seuss on that end, but on a private note, I want to show Kim My Little Pony.
Oh my god!
Look at what a sweet, juicy pussy on Rainbow Dash.
Oh my god!
Right?
Yes.
Like if only. Look at Pinkie Pie's Pinkie Pie.
Wow, Pinkie Pie's drippy.
She's a drippy pie.
She's drippy pie. She's a cream. What?
Right? That's Twilight Sparkle.
Twilight Sparkle's got a huge cock
and huge tits, dude.
Uncircumcised.
Massive horse cock, I'd say. Some of these are drawn with more of a human cock.
Bobby, can you Google horse cock?
That's Frank.
And go to images, just horse cock.
That's Frank.
Who's Frank?
You called him Bobby.
Oh, I'm sorry. What am I looking at? Horse cock.
Dr. Seuss or horse cock?
Hold on, one at a time.
A mixture of both?
Look, go to horse cock first. Then we'll move over to Dr. Seuss. Look, I wish I had a body like Fluttershy. Anyways, I just couldn't believe how much of this existed when I looked it up.
Wow, you really...
Isn't that a lot?
What?
Yeah, that's a horse dick. You've never seen a horse dick?
It's so skinny.
No, that's like an arm, dude.
I know it's not an arm, but it's skinnier than I thought.
I think it's
Can you look up another one? I don't think that's a good one.
I think it's about the length, like the girth of my arm. That's not that skinny.
Is that a naked girl next to a horse?
Yeah.
Is this horse porn? I guess when you look up horse cock.
Yeah, it's like most people aren't.
What's that?
That's fair. Just blame it on.
Oh my god, it's weird.
Oh, he is erect. He is fucking hard as a rock, dude.
I know some dudes that can almost compete with that.
Yeah?
You cut off about
what ethnicity
4 or 5
are they?
inches. Asian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stop Asian hate, man.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah?
Asians got big old too.
Yeah. Can we see Dr. Seuss porn now? Really? And there's that much My Little Pony porn.
Why
and there
is there so many people fucking horses?
There ain't none of the Lorax fucking somebody.
There's like one person who did like a comic strip.
That's shocking to me. Oh no, that's a little boy in the comic strip.
Oh no.
Oh,
get out of there.
No.
We're gonna
you sweet child.
No.
You don't want to
We
meet the
can't
cat in the
have
hat
that.
this way.
Bring back the horse cock, please.
Right, but yeah, give me that.
Refresh our palates,
Give me that big
please.
old horse cock back. I mean, I'm pretty sure that horse's dick was the size of my arm, Kim.
Yeah.
No person should be playing around with that.
I know, but some people are like,
Leave the rodeo at the rodeo.
what do you think's the biggest dick a man has?
I think maybe about 13.
13 inches.
You think there's a 14
What's the
incher?
biggest dick ever recorded?
Do you think there's a 14, 15 incher out there? I wouldn't take it.
I wouldn't take
14
What's
inches
14
is 2
inches
feet.
like, okay, wait,
2
this is
feet.
12? No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's a
24.
foot and 2 inches.
Okay, wait. So it's like, I would say this is about a foot, like this. And then, so it's probably, no one has a 14-foot.
I'll bet somebody had a 14
That's a horse
incher.
dick. That's about how big the horse dick
No, I
was.
think horse dick's about 2 feet.
No, I think a horse dick,
18 incher.
13.5.
I was really I said 13 or 14. I'm amazing.
And what's an average horse dick? I would say
Hold on, let
about
me guess.
16 or 17.
I'm going to say 18 to 24 inch horse cock.
What's the average horse dick?
A stallion. I don't
Average
know the
horse
difference.
penis size.
I don't know the difference between different kinds of horses.
20 inches to
I told ya.
20 inches is the average.
I told
Okay,
ya.
so I said 18,
All right.
20, 24. Okay.
20.
So 20. So this guy was 13.
yeah, he
He
was,
was 7 inches short
he was
of a
the
horse dick.
perfect dick size length short of the horse's
He
dick.
needed one more dick.
If it
to
was like
be a
the
horse
biggest dick in the world alongside the perfect dick, those two dicks together make one average horse dick.
Right. Oh, so a 7 inch is your perfect
I'm
dick.
saying like 7 and change. Yeah.
7 inch change. Yeah, the change is important for me.
The change is important.
I need the
7
change.
inch
It's not
mark.
the change line. I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm like, I need this
I'm
change.
like, hey, I'm gonna need quarters for parking later. It's important. Yeah. 7 and change for sure.
7 and change for sure.
It lined up against the biggest penis in the world is about a horse cock.
13-inch dick is
It's a
rough.
good way to think about it. Like,
What's the biggest you'll go?
I'll go a 9.
I'll push a 9.
I felt like such a whore saying it. I got nervous that you were going to look at me funny, but I'll try a 9.
I'll try a 9.
I'll test her
Oh
out.
yeah,
I'll give it a shot.
hey,
I'll give it a shot in the dark.
hey, a 9 is just a more relaxed 8. You just gotta relax.
Yeah, sometimes a 9 is an 8 that lost 20 pounds, which is true.
Yes,
Sometimes.
sometimes.
So, this show ain't about judgment. I've literally turned Southern since.
What's the smallest you'll go?
Well, I've already gone the smallest I'll go. Let me put it that way. We're moving forward in time now. We're progressing.
Okay.
So the dude that I lost my virginity to is now and forever shall be the smallest I will go. And I sure hope he don't listen to this podcast.
I
He's a
bet he
real nice
does.
guy. I don't hope not.
Oh no.
I'll leave it at that.
All right, let's end the podcast there.
Wait, what's the smallest you'll go?
Not like
What? What?
like 7.5.
Am I like undervaluing myself? Because
I won't go smaller than like
and change.
7 and some change. Yeah.
She needs those quarters. Remember the other day at the garden when you were saying
I'll go for 7, but I'm not coming back unless there's change.
remember at the garden you were saying you're all in character on Toids and you're like you better go tell them my waters don't splash in that direction. I forgot. She was just uninterested in the thing, and she was like, "No, my waters do not
I
splash."
was talking about how being gay is a spectrum.
Oh yes.
And they're like,
And you
yeah,
said-
but that's why it's a spectrum. Like
you said you're about a 25 persexual. 25. It's like if being straight is 10 and being gay is 0 and being bi is 5, That you were about a 2.5 to 3?
Yes.
25 per sexual?
Yes. And then I think it was Anya was like, oh yeah, but that's why it's called a spectrum. Like you might move. And I go, yeah, my waters don't splash that far.
Yeah, my waters don't splash too far outside the 2.53 range.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I liked that. I did like that. That was good. We can end it. I'm just having fun with you here.
I'm having fun too.
I'm having a good time. I feel like everybody is gonna get really sick of this accent. I'm sick of it in my own head, but it's just that we did so much toyed when we was in Florida together, and now I talk like this when I'm having fun with you.
What happened to us is what they warn you about with acid. They're like, you could get stuck in your trip, and I'm like, I know, I've been sued for 4 months.
I know a thing or two about that.
Being stuck in a trip.
I'm stuck as we speak.
I'm here still.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I don't know
here,
if
but
it's
I'm
gonna
not.
happen.
You hear? Kim can't be here for the rest of the pod. I'm sorry. Kim's left.
It's like I could force myself out of it.
No, of course, but it's more work to be me. Than
It's so much more work to be me. It feels like an effort. Like I'm like putting this like person on the table that doesn't even want to be here.
This is
right
what
now.
split personality disorder is. It's like you have to really front yourself.
I
in front of the
I
character.
just want to hide Alex to the back for a little bit. See who's coming out.
Isn't it kind of interesting to even be able to do that?
Yeah, I guess. Are we psychotic?
What I'm saying is, when you're doing Sue, don't you feel really Sue-ish?
So much more comfortable.
Do you feel like?
I feel like $1 million. I feel like
$1 million with cancer, but
I feel like a $3,000 tax refund.
right.
I really do.
I feel like I write my kids off.
I feel like somebody who's been in a speedboat before.
Yes, I know how to push a pontoon.
I have had sexual intercourses with multiple men who've ridden motorcycles that I was on the back of right holding their waist.
Hell yeah.
That's how I feel when I'm talking this. It's a completely different person.
Oh my fuck.
Yeah.
They warned you about the toys. Now here we are.
Look how cozy I got.
I am so cozy. All right, let's end it.
I guess.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Broad Topix.
Woo!
You can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram and TikTok at Kim Congdon, on twitch.tv/QueenCong1. Alex, what about you?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Alex Scar, and do yourself and us a favor and head to gasdigitalnetwork.com where you could use promo code TOPIX, TOPIX, where you're going to get a 7-day free trial with access to every episode we've ever done on demand, as well as every episode of every other show on Gas Digital Network. What have you got to lose? It's literally thousands of hours of content that's way like fucking edgier, brah, than your fucking Netflix, Hulu, fucking Disney Plus shit, dude. If you want to like live life on the edge with the cool kids, head over. Head yourself right the fuck right on over to gasdigitalnetwork.com, bro. Promo code TOPIX for the last time.
TOPIX.
We love our fans, bro. We hope that
Listen,
y'all...
we're really stoked on our fans.
I'm
Is the
stoked
thing,
on
like-
every one of my fans. Y'all are fucking turbulent, tubular. Every time I fucking hear from one of y'all, I feel like I just fucking shredded some fresh fucking powder in the fucking slopes of Colorado, man. I feel like $1,000 at the summit of a mountain because of you
Right.
motherfuckers. And I hope that
Bruh.
we're bringing y'all the... and yeah, man, I lost it.
Are you okay? You lost what?
I don't know. I was doing like an accent. There she is, man. All right. Bro.
We have to go.
I hope y'all are happy, bro.
Say goodbye, Alex. Say goodbye to them.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Hey, everyone. Before we go, if you enjoyed this podcast, you might enjoy some of the other podcasts available at gasdigitalnetwork.com. This week, we're highlighting the Irish Goodbye podcast with comedians Mike Cannon and Mike Feeney. You can find the full catalog of episodes on demand at gasdigitalnetwork.com or catch the latest 20 episodes anywhere you find podcasts. Here's a clip.
So the guy pulls up. I'm like, there he is. He he stops at the red light for, I think, a half of a second, and then the light turns green, and he starts driving away. And right past that light is like a bridge, like a small bridge. So he pulls onto like the ramp of the bridge and stops. So I go, all right, let's go. So now my dad, Eric, and I are like going into the road, like past, like in a non-crosswalk area, across multiple lanes to get to this guy who stopped on a bridge, and then we're supposed to get in on the bridge. Erica jumps in the car first. I go to get in the car, and he's going, come on. And I go, well, wait. It goes, there's two of us, being like, there's my dad and me. Like,
right.
Because he starts, while I'm getting in the car, I have one foot on the ground. He starts driving away with Erica in the car. And me, one leg in the car and hopping alongside. Meanwhile, my dad's still 10 feet behind me. So I'm like, dude. I was like, stop the fucking car. What are you doing? And I was like, it's not just her. There's two more of us. So he starts being like, there's no way. He goes, I'm not getting a ticket. And I go, and Erica's like, let's just get out of this thing. And I go, I don't know what's going on, but do not get out of it. And I sit down in it. And then my dad's like, what's happening? I was like, get in. So we sit there. He goes, I'm not taking you. I go, why? What are you talking about? And he goes, I'm not taking you. They're trying to give me a $250 ticket and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about. There was a cop that was like, don't stop here. But then he stopped on a bridge. And he was like, I was waiting for you. And I'm like, no, you weren't. I was watching you on the GPS the whole time. No, you weren't. So I get into this fight with this guy. Now we're at the stalemate where he goes, like, he just puts the car in park on the bridge thing as if to like wait me out. And I'm like, buddy, this is your livelihood. I could stay here all fucking night.
I got all week.
I'm in your office right now. The three of us are in your office, so we're just sitting there. Eric is trying to like mediate and be like, just fucking take us home. I don't know what you're doing. I'm starting to fucking film this thing because I was like, here's what I know is going to happen. The second we get out of the car, he's going to say that like I didn't show up or something like that and charge me like a fee. So I'm getting video evidence to be like, you're not fucking charging me for anything. I'm going to make a whole report out of this, goddammit. So we're at this stalemate, and literally for over a minute, we don't move at all. And cars are like honking, going around us. I was hoping that a police would come up or whatever the fuck. So he goes, I'm not taking 4 people. The maximum is 3 people. And I go, there's only 3 of us in the car. What the fuck are you talking about, man? And he goes, you said there's 2 more people coming. And I said, yes. Me and him, us two. There's 2 more people. You were driving away with my wife in the car alone. You were just driving away with her, and my dad and I were going to run after the car. I was like, you're driving away. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, me and him. And he goes, no, you said there's somebody else coming. And I go, do you see anybody else? Do you see us checking back to see where the other person that was with us is coming? Like, what are you talking about? So then he like throws it in drive and starts like driving off, and I'm going like, you're mad at me. You owe me an apology, and him and everybody else. What are you talking about? So then it gets like, my dad and Eric are both like, just leave it, just leave it. So then we're like, so it gets to that weird quiet.
Karen can't leave it alone.
It gets to that weird quiet, and no one's talking, and then this fucking guy opens his mouth again and goes, yeah. He's like, I'll just send you the $250 ticket then. I'll just send it to you. I guess that's because you want me to just stop on the bridge. And I'm like, that's when I was like, you never got a ticket, so what the fuck are you talking about? You stopped on the bridge, so what the fuck are you talking about? You drove away with my wife in the car, so what the fuck are you talking about? There's only 3 people here, so what the fuck are you talking about? Title.
That's when you want to make your Irish goodbye.